Come on, if I sit here and complain because I don't have a jet to fly anywhere in, because I don't have a, this big fancy motorhome, or I don't have a really big fancy house, or I don't have a big church. If I complained about those things, I would lose the blessing of what I committed to the Lord. I don't want to lose that. So in every circumstances we find ourselves in, we need to start saying, God, I'm so glad you have me where I am. Because to tell you the truth, some of these other great and wonderful things that the world consists of, if you had them, it would unbalance us. Because we wouldn't know how to handle it.
That's right.
Besides, if I had a jet to fly around in, I don't know how to fly a jet. What good would that do me?
Yes.
But I do know how to drive my old motorhome. I do know how to get it started. I do know how to fix it. Mostly, when it breaks down, if I don't know how to fix it, I spend a lot of time under praying. God, show me. When we were back in Wyoming, I think, in motorhome with me and 3 women and 5 kids. And we had some problems, but got it fixed, started down the road again, and we weren't on the road for 20 minutes, and smoke just starts billowing out of up from the steering wheel. Somewhere down in there, something was burning. And so we pulled over, and it was like 100 degrees, if it wasn't over. And I thought, well, I guess I just have to get under there and see what I can find. And then I crawled under it, and I was praying, God, just show me what. Show me. I don't know. She was praying. The other women were praying. And as I laid there, and I was just looking up and saying, Lord, I saw it. There was a bare wire that fell over and shorted out on the engine block. And the Lord said, that's all you need to do. Pull that wire over, tape it up, and you're good to go. I yelled for the tape, and I just taped it up and kind of pulled it over so it wouldn't short out again. Got back in. Things started right up, and we made a few more 1,000 miles before the tail light fell off. Oh, I'll tell you. But God blessed us because we were obedient to do what He wanted us to do, and we weren't complaining. I don't. These things that we've gone through, they're not complaints, but they're examples to you that God can do what He wants to do if we'll just submit ourselves to Him. So don't complain. You'll minimize that reward, and you'll destroy the effectiveness with what you are trying to do. When you're carnal in one part, it affects the whole. When everything else is right, you got all your ducks in a row there, and you just have a bad attitude about one thing, it's going to affect all this that you've got set up in order. So no matter what it is, it's the scripture says it's the little fox that spoils the vine. And that example was that in those days, in the vineyard, when the grapes were ripe, a grown fox could jump up and get the grapes. But the little fox couldn't get up there, so he clawed. And he ruined the vine. That's the way it is with these little things. They might not seem like a whole lot, But it's the little fox, it's the little complaints that's going to spoil the reward for you. We prophesy and then we complain because nobody does it. Ain't got in the way you want me. They just don't listen. God ain't going to preach nowhere because they don't listen. Well, quit complaining. Who told you they were going to listen to you anyway? God didn't say it. I'm going to send you and all those people are going to listen to you and they're going to do exactly what you say. He never said that. In fact, it's generally the opposite, that he sends us to people with a hard countenance and problems and issues in their life that we still need to speak to, prophesy to, and pray for. And we say, well, what about those people that just come and all they do is take and take and take? Well, you're complaining again. What difference does it make? As long as they're coming, as long as people come, there's a seed planted. But we complain. We complain, no one gives like I do. We complain because nobody pays attention to the gifts that we have. We complain because our gift is greater than someone else's gift. Mine's bigger than yours. Mine's greater than yours. My church is bigger than yours. I live in a bigger house. I drive a newer vehicle. I have a bigger everything. And we're complaining. We're measuring and complaining. And mostly that's in the ministry. That's mostly the preachers that get on that. So what difference does it make? As long as we're doing what God has called us to do. Everything that He wants us to do. Let's go, Galatians. Galatians chapter 6. In verse 1 through 10. It says, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, you which are spiritual, complain. Are you following me here? Is the word complain in there? No. Let's read it. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, you which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. Bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially unto them who are the household of faith. Just kind of paraphrase that last verse. It says, don't just do good to the church. Do good to those that are outside the church.
Underline the word all.
Yeah. In verse 9, it says, let us not be weary in well-doing. Don't be complaining in the things that you do, if you do them unto the Lord.